Police say Mexican drug cartel activity in Gwinnett County is declining. A 10-month-old baby is dead after this house behind me caught fire around 10 p.m. last night. A murder took place in the Kirkwood area of Atlanta. Joe Patton has lived over Atlanta's Fox Theater for more than 30 years, and now he's saying he's been kicked out. I just talked to a detective who says the little girl just went into surgery and is expected to pull through tonight. But the family is asking who would do this. I talked to Antonio Adams, who returned to this neighborhood for the first time since the fire this morning. He told me about the sacrifice his father made to save the family. I'm standing across from where the accident took place earlier this morning that left 2 people dead. Police are still trying to figure out how the driver of the car lost control. It happened at this house right beside me. According to officials, the homeowner was running a nightclub in the neighborhood with more than 300 people when it got out of hand and shots were fired. A 10-month-old baby is dead after this house behind me caught fire around 10 p.m. last night. Neighbors are saddened by this tragic loss.
I heard conflicting stories about the baby, but hopefully he didn't suffer. Innocent little baby, that's a shame.
Duluth police responded to a domestic violence call but arrived to find a man in the front yard yelling that his home was on fire and that his 10-month-old child was still inside. The mother tried to rescue her baby, though she was critically injured in the fire.
She evidently was overcome by the smoke, and I think he got her out before our arrival.
The mom, dad, and 10-month-old were airlifted to a nearby hospital. The child was pronounced dead shortly thereafter. The mother is in critical condition and the father is listed as guarded condition. Firefighters say the house is a total loss and has ruled this as an accident. Reporting in Gwinnett County, Courtney Richardson, Channel 2 Action News, Night Beat. I talked to Antonio Adams, who returned to this neighborhood for the first time since the fire this morning. He told me about the sacrifice his father made to save the family.
12 people in that house. I saved everybody but my dad. But my dad told me to get everybody out of the house. My dad saved everybody's life in that house because I was supposed to get my dad out that house. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
A desperate scramble to save 3 generations of family members from a burning home, Antonio Adams did the best he could to get everyone out. He couldn't save one. He jumped out the window, the fire at the time so intense he couldn't go back inside. The 14 people that lived here, all of them calling 80-year-old Tony Adams a hero.
He cared about his family more than he cared about himself. And I need people to know that he was a hero, man. My dad's a real hero.
The Red Cross has been here to help the family who is staying in a nearby hotel. Reporting in DeKalb County, Courtney Richardson, Channel 2 Action News, Night Beat. I just talked to a detective who says the little girl just went into surgery and is expected to pull through tonight. But the family is asking who would do this.
Well, I was sitting right there trying to iron my mama clothes. And then I just heard something flew, and it flew through my window, and I seen the bullet over my head, and I got on the...
Garyana Stone says before she could find her little sister, the 8-year-old girl had already been hit by a bullet. Medics rushed Ariana Stone to the hospital with a gunshot wound to the stomach. The neighbor on the side of the house was shot in the shoulder.
8 to 10 people at the most. 8 to 10 people. 5 of them with kids.
This woman asked to not be identified, believes the gunmen were targeting the house in retaliation over a previous robbery. She says the man they were looking for wasn't there. Police are still trying to determine a motive.
We do know that there are multiple suspects that we're probably going to be looking for. And again, once we have that information, a firm, concrete information, we're sure to pass it along to you.
On the streets, detectives found more than 30 shell casings from the shooting, injuring a 20-year-old, and Garyana says ruining her little sister's dreams. Still do not have a suspect or a motive. Reporting live in the newsroom, Courtney Richardson, Channel 2 Action News.